Yes, I had a leak with the Epoxy Pour. So I'm going to say something that's going to make a lot of Star Wars fans mad, but my favorite film was definitely Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So when I heard Obi Wan Kenobi was coming out, I was super excited about it. And after watching it, I gotta say, guys, that I actually really liked it. So in that spirit, I'm going to go ahead and make an Obi Wan Kenobi diorama. My name is Troy. This is Facility D20. We're always making cool stuff.
Fan the window! Ben! Tala!
Tala! Get her out of here! I'll hold it!
Obi-Wan holding back water was the scene I was going to create, and LV427 Design Studios were the files I was going to use to bring it to life. This particular print was going to take a little over 1 day and cost about $5. I used Duramic 3D PLA filament. I had to take my time here and gently pop these supports out without breaking any of the supports between the windows. Then I hit it with some gray primer. Glued the two halves of the doors together and clamped them in place. Next up, a quick dry brush with some Storm Cloud Gray. Then I gave the whole thing a wash in some mini wax wood stain. Now this stuff gets really sticky when it dries and super shiny, so once it's done you need to hit it with some matte varnish. Then a quick dry brush of silver to make the metal pop. Then some blue and red to pick out the buttons on the control panel. And that was all the painting for this piece. Next, I had to make the diorama base. I used some 1/2-inch plywood. Then some carpentry glue to glue the whole thing to the base. This is a piece of live rock from an old fish tank. Now it's rubble for my diorama scene. Here's a D&D mini. This is a pretty cool eel. I thought it fit in with the Star Wars universe. Then using some spackleting compound, I made the sand. Push the eel and the rubble into place and let it all set in a quick compound. I also use a little bit of glue to help hold it all down. Some smaller rubble, a little bit of pebbles, and then when this dries, it dries totally white. I was kind of happy with how it looked just naturally, so I just sealed it in place with some Mod Podge. Then I took an old CD case and cut out some transparent windows. And then added some cracks in them, just like the scene. Slipped it in place, and then tried to seal the windows up with some silicone. But as you can see from the start of the video, this didn't work out too well. Then, with some silicone and some plexiglass, I made a little frame to hold the resin. I'm using some Magic Resin, 2-part Epoxy, the deep pour stuff, 1 part B and 2 parts A. One drop is enough. Then I started to pour. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. The facility is just about at 10,000 subscribers, and I'd love for you guys to join. We're always doing cool stuff here, making dioramas and miniatures. Come along for the ride. Now, this is where everything started to go wrong. Yep, it leaked out. I drained half it out, let it cure up, added some more silicone. Here I use a guitar pick to try to clean up those edges, and poured a day later. I used a lighter to try to remove some of the bubbles, but this pour didn't go that great. And it really stuck to the bench. You can see here that a lot of excess resin leaked out. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a total waste, and I felt like I could still salvage this diorama. I found this pretty cool Obi Wan miniature that kind of resembled how he looks now in the show. Not exactly, but it was the closest one I could find, so I printed them out, and using my Wham Bam slat mat and my Wham Bam magnetic build plate made cleanup a breeze. And then I cured them. So guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to smash that like button. Thanks a lot. Then it was time to paint them. First I started by priming him gray. I really would like to know what you thought of the Obi Wan series. Let me know in the comments if you liked it or if you didn't like it. So next up I used my wet palette and just mixed up some grays and browns and blacks and kind of blended it all together, and use a wet blending method to paint up most of Obi-Wan's clothes here. I laid down a base coat on his cloak and his pants. Kind of made his boots blend into his pants because he doesn't really have those high boots anymore. And then I just started blending all the colors together. Trying to hit the high spots, just wet blending a bunch of different colors together. Then I used some skeleton bone to paint his shirt underneath his cloak. Once that was done, everything got a wash in sepia, a really light watered down wash. Then I used some Army Painter D&D paints, some different skin tones, and just wet blended some skin tones together again. Then some magic blue for the lightsaber, a little bit of a white highlight. Obi-Wan was looking pretty good. Then I glued some trim to the baseboard, added some craft foam to the base of the diorama, and glued Obi-Wan in place. Use my airbrush to add some glowing effect to the lightsaber here. And here's Obi-Wan in all his glory. I think the cracks in the glass look really cool, and even though the resin pour gave me a lot of trouble, at the end of the day, it's not perfect, but it still looks pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy with it really. So that's the creature that was waiting in the water for Obi-Wan. My little spin on this movie scene. So I really want to take a second here and thank the members of my Patreon, Michael, Rob, Glenda, Don. You guys are awesome. You guys help me bring this channel to new heights. Stick around. Check out some more of these awesome videos on my channel. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.